Hey, Chad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web. And today we're going to uncrate the Klim Avalanche bags, the Atlas 14 and 24. What's up, Speed Addicts fan? Before we get into the new generation of Klim Avalanche backpacks, do us both a favor. Subscribe to that Speed Addicts channel. Stay up to date on all the latest gear coming into the snowmobile, motorcycle, mountain bike industry. If you're into stuff that goes fast, we usually have the gear for you here at speedaddicts.com. Also, if you'd like to support us here, you can do so by simply shopping with us. There will be a link in the description. They'll take you right over to the full selection of Klim Avalanche bags at Speed Addicts. While you're over there, check out the one-piece Ripsas, check out the gloves, the goggles, we've got snow helmets, we've got it all, and we do really appreciate your support. So it's another year in Klim's unloading another new Avalanche bag. We just did this last year in 2022, and now here we are in 2023, and they got two more to throw at us. Now, the main thing that's changed is the bag itself. The internal unit, the airbag unit from Alpride, has not changed. It's the same E2 unit that can be charged with AA batteries or USB-C plugged into a wall. It uses a supercapacitor to inflate an airbag that's 162 liters above your head. And it's going to turn what could be something tragic into an epic story to tell by the fire to your grandchildren one day. Now, these are not inexpensive. Avalanche bags are packed with technology and liability, probably, to be frank. So they are going to run upwards of $1,000. That hasn't changed for this year. So the 14, which is the high vis color I'm holding in my hand, is going to run you $1,149, whereas its slightly larger variant, the Atlas 24, is going to run you $1,199. So only a $50 difference, and really the only thing that's different between these two bags is going to be a little extra storage. The 24 has an extra compartment, and so you get more storage space, but the brains of the operation are identical. So you just need to decide how much gear you want to take on your adventures here. Now, how do these compare to the older units? So last year we had the Atlas 16, and as the name denotes, it's going to have storage capacity somewhere in between these two. We're still selling the Atlas 16 at this time, and it also has the E2 from Alpride, so it's got the same airbag system in it. And then there was the Atlas 26, which is even a touch bigger than this. It had an exterior probe holder, and that one's been discontinued from what I can tell. There's no more of those available. So this is going to be the new generation. I expect that they carry them on for a little bit longer than last time here. And they also have a new variant that is a vest. It's more contoured and fitting. It's going to, if you're doing more aggressive riding, it's going to stick to you a little bit better. It's going to, just be less unwieldy, and we're going to do a separate video for that. Okay, so the main thing that they've updated here is the bag itself. Whereas the older bags from Klim looked more like a repurposed enduro backpack, these are sleek, contoured, and rubberized. Like, they're meant to be wet. They're meant to be used in the snow. They even have a little drain grommet here. The back of it too is all new with this foam, contoured foam package. So overall, they're lower profile. They're going to fit to your body better, and they were just designed exactly for this purpose. It wasn't some sort of rehashed backpack that they shove the Alpride into like the older one. So the first thing we're going to do is go over the actual storage itself. Then we'll dive inside and show you that unit from Alpride. So working our way from the top down, you have a goggle compartment. It's going to be straightforward. It's got a goggle chamois on a little bungee strap here, and it's meant to hold one set of goggles. If you want to bring a spare on your ride, this is where you're going to put it. Both backpacks have that same goggle compartment, okay? Then you have your exterior pocket right here, which fits my hand pretty comfortably. Otherwise, it's fairly narrow. Again, this is the Atlas 14, so this is the smaller, lighter bag, and if you're not looking to carry a bunch of stuff and you really are primarily after the avalanche protection that the Alpride system provides, this is going to be the one you want. Okay, now we move to our primary storage container, and this is where you would keep emergency equipment, and they've called out the emergency compartment in this bag with these red poles. They do the same thing over here. So this has specialized holder for your Avalanche probes. Okay, so you have your probe holder, not those kind of probes. Then we have your shovel handle holder. You can slip that in here and you can still fit a shovel, no problem. This is fairly big, so you can fit a shovel, set of probes, and probably, you know, an extra jacket or base layer or something like that. It's got emergency instructions should you need help, how to sound for help and call in help. Okay, so that is the main storage compartment on the 14. I'll show you how it compares to the bigger guy in a minute. Now the last compartment on the 14 is going to be the compartment where your airbag is held, and you're really not going to be in here unless you're repacking this or you want to check on it for some reason. Okay, there is your bag, and we'll show you a deployment at this end of this video. This is reusable, so it's not a one and done. This is meant to be repacked and reused. You can even reuse it in the same day. So because of the way the capacitor works, which I'll show you in a minute, this thing, just all you need to do is wait for it to deflate. It will deflate automatically after 3 minutes, and then you can repack it and off you go. Okay, let's go back, and you can see how it's got this breakaway zipper. This is meant to not latch right here so that it can push itself out. And this can be deployed when you're on your back, which is not always the case with Avalanche gear. Okay, here is the Alpride blower and supercapacitor. We're gonna open this up and show it to you. One of the improvements they have on the E2 over the E1 is that you get a screen to show you how much juice you have. Now you can plug this in with the supplied cord here. Okay, so we have a USB-C to USB, so you can plug that into the wall and charge the unit. The unit does not have lithium-ion batteries, which means you can more easily fly with it. It also has no gas containers or O-rings that you have to chase down. This is like a blow dryer on steroids with a capacitor in it, which will charge up. A capacitor is different than a battery. The supercapacitor is going to charge up either by plugging it into the wall or inserting 2 AA batteries, which I'll do right now to show you. Now it takes about 40 minutes for the unit to charge. And if you are out in the wild and you deploy the unit and you have fresh batteries in it, it'll start to recharge immediately, and it should be ready to use again within about 40 minutes, assuming you still have the fortitude to get back out there after a slide. Now you can see there's 2 levels here. One is the battery pack, and the other one is your capacitor level. And this is flashing. It's not quite ready yet. It will let you know when it's ready, and this lever lets you deactivate it if you want to turn it off or turn it back on. Okay, there you go. There is the brains of the operation. We'll zip this back into place, and then we'll show you the front of the 14. Okay, here are your straps. Whoops. We're gonna undo this chest buckle here. Okay, the ripcord is ambidextrous, and they have it covered up by this sock here. You can move and route the cable over to your left side should you choose, and then you can route your radio to the other side. So you notice they have an external radio pocket. This is something that's new for this year and something that makes this very purpose-built, like I was saying before. So here's your external radio pocket, and if I open this up, you can see that, and it lets you route your radio cable down either side. Ripcord, we covered that. Chest strap, and then there's also a leg strap where you can go between your legs to make sure that if the going gets tough, this thing does not ride up on your back. Let's jump over to the 24 real quick. We already showed you that goggle pocket and the external pocket. Those do not change. Your emergency pocket is slightly different on the 24 here. We've got your shovel compartment and then a specialized probe compartment. Still plenty of room to put a shovel plus some other goodies. And then we're going to zip this up and show you the extra pocket. This is a pocket that you're not getting on the 14. A whole extra storage compartment here. Okay, which is nice and big. If you're worried about having enough storage, this is the way to go. full extra compartment. And the emergency pocket's even a little bit bigger there. Then you have the same airbag pocket, same airbag unit. We already showed you that. And then two other benefits down low, a little bit extra storage down on this hip strap. And this hip strap is something you only get on the 24, okay? So it's gonna help support the extra weight and the extra volume of this larger bag. Same routing options in terms of your deployment handle here, and then the same external radio pocket. Lifetime warranty from the folks at Klim. And that about does it. I think this is a big leap forward for their Airbag Avalanche backpack systems because of just how purpose-built it is. It's rubberized, it's waterproof, lifetime warranty, that Alpride unit. And we are going to do a test deployment here before we sign off. Again, think of Speed Addicts for your place to go, for your snowmobile, helmets, any of the other gear you have it, we got it here. Let's blow this Klim up, and we will see you next time.